Welcome to the Turn One Studio podcast. I'm Elliot Custodio with Turn One Studio, and here we sit with business professionals. Today's guest, Lisa Mitnick from Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Lisa, welcome.
Thank you so much, Elliot. I'm very excited to be on your podcast. I've been watching it, and I'm a huge fan.
I love hearing that. We're off to a great start. So first things first, I've heard the name Big Brothers, Big Sisters probably since I was a kid,
Yes.
but I actually don't know much about the program.
Okay, so we are a chapter of the National Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. We are Big Brothers Big Sisters of Long Island. We have locations in Islandia and Westbury because we service children from the border of Queens all the way out to Montauk.
Okay.
We are a mentorship program where we put mentors with mentees. The mentors are called bigs and the mentees are called littles.
Okay.
And we do this throughout Suffolk and Nassau counties, and the mentors are required a minimum of 4 hours a month to meet with their mentees.
In person?
In person.
Okay.
They can do an activity, go out, help with homework, whatever it is that child needs to do, because we do have the parents are also involved, and we also have a counselor on our end involved. So everyone stays in touch with one another to service the needs of the child.
Okay.
And then on top of that, of course, we have our mentorship program, but kids need so much more than just, like a one-on-one mentor. So we have a lot of other programs. We have a financial literacy program. We have a reading program that we offer. We have a lot of different things. Like right now, we're doing our back-to-school backpack drive, where not only are we offering backpacks and supplies to our littles, but every child in that household, and then anything extra goes to other organizations throughout Long Island that needs.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We have our Holiday for Kids' Sake event coming up, and with that, each child in the household, not just each child in our program, gets to give us a wish list. And we go out and we fulfill those wishes for the holidays, and then we have volunteers go out and deliver these gifts for them.
Wow.
It's a great program.
What's the age range for the kids, for the
We
littles?
have 7 to 18, but you can stay in the program until you're 22, because we find that, like you still need guidance when you're that young.
Yeah.
And so if you're already in the program by the time you're 18, you get to stay on. We have a 100% graduation rate. We have a scholarship program where we just this past June gave out scholarships to our graduating seniors. There's a lot more that's going on behind the scenes over at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I'm very proud to say.
It sounds like it. I could see the pride.
Yes.
So when it comes to families and children participating in the program, I guess they have to be eligible in some way?
Yeah, well, what they do is the parents generally reach out to our counselors and they meet with them to see what their needs are.
What are some examples of needs that you see?
People that, we go anywhere from like someone who doesn't have two parents, or someone that doesn't have parents at all and they're being raised by their grandparents,
Okay.
all the way to someone who, is a professional and mom and dad are working so much that there's, they need someone in the household to give them a little extra guidance.
I see.
But we do have a lot of kids that, they don't have anybody at home that can help them out, and they, they're lacking a mother or a father.
Right.
So, or some kids that are getting into trouble in school and need a little extra shape.
Okay. So what are you looking for as far as bigs?
Okay, so bigs, someone that's willing to donate their time. You have to give at least 4 hours a month, like I had said. Someone that's willing to drive. You have to live within 20 minutes of whoever your
Okay.
little is assigned. We're always looking for bags, especially male bags, because we don't have enough male bags, so that's very important.
What kind of criteria other than
Well,
20
you
minutes?
have to. You have to go through a very rigorous background check.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes, because we're not just going to give our kids to anybody.
Some random,
Yeah, so you go through a very rigorous background check, and then you have to be willing to do that. You spend some of your own money, obviously, but then we also have, that's another reason why we do fundraising for Big Brothers Big Sisters, is a lot of that money goes towards like activities for our littles, whether or not, they want to go on a hiking adventure or to a game. We get a lot of tickets donated. Some of our kids just got back from a Mets game. They had never been to a professional baseball game before. It's all about giving new experiences, guidance. There might be someone like little Johnny is a great athlete, but he's not doing his homework. So, the big would know from the parent, hey, we have to concentrate on homework. Yeah, you want to take him out and have a great time, but he's not doing his homework. So maybe focus on, maybe setting goals and then getting the reward, those kind of things.
How long does it typically take the little to warm up to the big?
It really depends on the little, if you want
Right.
to know the truth. We have some that
Okay.
warm up right away, and then some it usually takes a few months. And then, I've seen it with my own eyes. I was very lucky enough to go to our fashion show this past year, where the fashion models are our bigs and littles.
Okay.
And that is so
Are they paired
cool.
up?
They're paired up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're paired up with their own bigs and littles. And you just see the bonds where they go out there where they care for each other, and they're right on stage like complimenting each other, and who has a secret handshake and who's hugging.
That's nice.
It's a true bonding experience. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Thank
How do
you.
you get involved with these guys?
Well, I know Meredith Michaels for a long time,
Okay.
and she had told me that she was looking for a director of development, which I was doing for another nonprofit. I've always been involved in volunteering.
Okay.
And so over the past few years, I decided to change my career path and go into volunteer work because that's what fulfills me.
Very nice. What was life before this?
Okay, well, life before this, oh my goodness, I have a very long career path, but I have to say, I worked at Middle Country Public Library throughout high school and college.
Were you a librarian?
I was not, no, I was a clerk.
Okay.
So I was a clerk. And long story short, so strange story, I had graduated, I'm working for another company, and I'm in Penn Station. And I run into the then director of Middle Country Public Library, Sandy Feinberg, and she's like, what are you doing here in Manhattan? I'm like, I don't like my job. I'm looking, if I hear anything, I'll let you know. I get a phone call 3 days later. They're like, call Patty O'Connell at People's Alliance Federal Credit Union. They're looking for a marketing manager. I didn't even know what a credit union was. So there I am. I'm doing research on credit unions, and P.S., I get the job. And then, of course, that only bridged the relationship more between the Middle Country Public Library and People's Alliance Credit Union. I ran marketing, advertising, and PR for 9 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, I loved it there. They're a great company. Then I left for 9 years. I did part-time sales to raise my two little beautiful girls. And then
How old are they?
they are, Bella is 19. She goes back to college next week. And Gianna is 15. She's starting sophomore year of high school. So,
Very nice.
yep. So it's a very interesting household. And then I went back to People's Alliance because I was telling you earlier, you never burn a bridge.
That's correct.
The people at the credit union heard that I was looking to work again full time. They gave me a call. I came in. We talked, went back and forth a little bit, and I went back for another 7 years, and I ran business development after that.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yes, never burn a bridge. It's very important.
So did you get by in your career without having to work in the city?
Yes, I did.
Good for you.
Yes, I was very lucky. I actually, most of my career was in Hop Hog. I was over at Viacom for a little while, right in Hop Hog.
Viacom, right.
Yes, and now I'm split between Islandia and Westbury, so I can't complain. It's great. I mean, my father and my husband both had to commute for so many years, and I would just see how exhausted they were when they would come in at night. So
You lose so many hours, so many days worth
yes,
of time on that train.
absolutely.
That's rough.
Yeah, so I've been very lucky. Longtime member of the HILI.
You stole my next question.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That means we're gelling. I wanted to ask you, I wanted to
Yes.
mention that you're very involved with them, and I wanted you to explain how.
Okay, well, starting my career at People's Alliance Credit Union, I was a kid. I was like 23, 24 years old. And Patty O'Connell, who was my supervisor and still a mentor to this day, was like, come on, I'm going to start bringing you to these events for the Hop Hog Industrial Association. And I'm like, what the heck is that? So she explains it. So I start going to networking events, and I start getting involved. And they asked me then to chair a committee that's no longer around. It was the Entertainment and Social Committee. So
What was that?
it was fun.
That sounds interesting.
We planned a lot of fun events like
Okay.
anniversary celebrations. We did kind of like a marathon where it was like almost like the battle of the teams where, color wars. We
Okay.
did color wars. We planned the holiday party every year. It was all it was geared towards being fun.
Okay.
So I did that for a long time. And then, of course, when I left, I actually remained a member of the HIALI, kept in touch with everyone. And then when I went back to the credit union a few years later, they had asked me if I'd be interested in talking to them about interviewing to be the co-chair of the membership committee. And I was like, absolutely. So I meet, and P.S., it works out for myself and my then co-chair. And long story short, then COVID hit.
Okay.
So we went from having 70 people in the room to being lucky if we could get 5 people in a Zoom.
Right. So you did transition to Zoom.
Absolutely.
To keep the committee going. Okay.
Yes. And then it took a while, but we started meeting over at Stetson Cyber Group. They offered their boardroom for us. And that's where I met Dennis Carroll, who I love absolutely. And he started bringing more people around. Everybody else started bringing people around, and we outgrew Stetson's boardroom.
Okay.
And now we meet the first Friday of every month, typically at 8:45 in the morning, where we are welcoming new members, we're guiding members, just not like, we don't want to just drop you off, say, hey, join, and then drop you off. We offer mentors, and we give suggestions. We bring you as our guests so that you know what's going on in the HIA and you feel comfortable.
For those unfamiliar, what is a typical meeting like?
Okay, so a typical meeting with the HIALI, I share it with my co-chair, Mark Basinski, with Odyssey. He and I, take turns being the host or hostess. We welcome anybody that's new to the HIA. Then we have whoever is hosting the event gets to go up and give a presentation on their organization. Then we interview a spotlight presentation, and it's usually it's got to be something educational.
Okay.
And then after the spotlight presentation, we offer breakout networking. Then we come back together, and then we meet and talk about our subcommittees. And the subcommittees are volunteer, outreach, walk in the park, mentorship, and the food drive.
5.
So we have 5. So because a lot of people are wondering, like, how the heck are you getting so many people? We have 5 subcommittees at this at every one event, and then they talk about how they could help with each 5 subcommittees.
So how did these subcommittees come about? Because I'm curious with the committee that I co-chair, if and when we should get to that point of subcommittees and what that looks like.
They preceded me.
Okay.
So that was
You
already in
inherited all
place.
that.
I really did. So unfortunately, you're going to have to ask
I'll have
Terry.
to figure it out. Okay.
But I'll be more than happy to tell you how we manage all of that.
Okay,
It's great.
Yeah. Okay. But I do want to know what you like to do for fun.
All right. Well, I love parties.
You love parties.
Parties. So
Okay.
I'm in development, so like that's one of my main functions over at Big Brothers Big Sisters Long Island is to help with our events. But I love parties, so I love to plan parties, and my favorite thing to plan is Halloween. I throw a huge Halloween party every year.
Really?
With my friends. Yes. I've been doing that at least probably 10 or 11 years now straight. And even before then, when I was like, before we were even in our house, we were always either going to Halloween parties or what have you. I drive my poor husband crazy. Every year there's more Halloween decorations. I have like a shed and a half filled with Halloween decorations. I decorate the house. Our friends come. We do a contest. We have prizes for the, top 3 winners. And it's a good way to keep in touch with your friends and keep things lighthearted and have a good time while laughing at each other. So
obviously Halloween's number 1. Are there other holidays that you're decorating for?
Oh, Christmas, but not. My kids are always like, you do more, but like Christmas, I would say is probably like like what normal families would do. But then with Halloween, I turn my house into like a whole big house of horrors. So it's like insane. I have to say, my husband and my family are very patient with me when it comes to that. And I am Italian, so Christmas Eve is huge in my family. So we have
7 fishes.
We're more down to 3 fishes because not everybody eats the 7 fishes.
Okay.
So, but we usually have anywhere between like 15 to like 25 people on Christmas Eve.
Good size Christmas.
Yeah. So I always do Christmas Eve. I always do New Year's Eve. is always a big one. And sometimes 4th of July depends on the kids' schedules because, sometimes I'm picking someone up from, college
Right.
and what have you.
Are you going somewhere on Christmas Day, or is Christmas Eve Christmas?
Christmas Eve is that, and then Christmas Day, my sister does Christmas Day.
Oh, so you are.
So,
Okay.
yes, we split everything. I'm very lucky. My sister lives in the same town as I do, and her husband's a chef, and she loves to bake.
Oh, get out.
So, yeah, so anything like I can't make, I call him up. I'm like, will you help me make this? It's great. But, yeah, so we tend to split all the holidays, and like she'll do Thanksgiving, and
That's really nice.
yeah, it's give and take.
Yeah. So going back to Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
Do you have any big events coming up?
Yes, as a matter of fact, and I would love for people to participate.
Okay.
We have our walk coming up on October 4th. It's at Eisenhower
That's
Park.
right. Uh-huh.
It's going to be great. We're going to have big and littles there. We're going to have music, some food. You get a chance to be out in the fresh air, get to know other people, network, and get some exercise. And it's only $25 a person. And if you want to get a group together, a lot of people, what they do is they form groups and they walk and they catch up, and it's just a lot of fun.
How long's the walk?
It lasts about 2 hours. It
So
depends
it's not a distance, it's more of a time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you walk around in like a circuit. So
Okay.
it's nice. It's a lot
I know
of
where
fun.
Eisenhower Park is, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah. And so that's our next big event. So like I said, if anybody's interested in that, and then after that we have the holidays for kids' sake. That you could find the information also. All the information is on our website, bbbsli.org. But yeah, you could sign up for that, or if you're looking to sponsor a family or a child, or just want to, we have a lot of different options where you actually go out and shop for each individual child or family, or you could just donate a gift card, and that really goes a
Are
long
you
way.
shopping off a list, or are you just getting them what you think is?
We assign lists.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then, like I said, some people that just don't have the time to go shopping, they'll either give a monetary donation or they'll give us a gift card, and then the gift card will go to the family.
Do they get to give, if they're buying gifts, do they get to present the presents, or is it?
If they want to come, we're always looking for people to come and deliver the presents.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
you can see the smiling faces.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Everybody gets dressed up nice and like in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
We have people go out in cars, and we try and keep everybody, like if you're delivering and say, because pickup's in Westbury, but say you live in Selden, we're going to send you to a house in Selden.
Okay.
So that you're not going back and forth all day.
Very cool. I knew about the Eisenhower Walk from Tommy.
Oh, yes,
Right?
yes.
He's bringing down the Maserati Club.
That's going to be very exciting.
That's going to be.
Yes.
He's actually going to be here in about an hour to do the next podcast.
Oh,
How
that's
funny
awesome.
timing is that?
Yeah, Tommy offered that. It's going to be awesome. We have the Maserati Club coming in. Everybody gets to, touch and look at the cars and take pictures with the cool cars. And I know a lot of our kids are going to love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially they get so excited when they see, shiny, fancy cars. And it's a great experience to offer to our kids.
Fantastic. So going back to looking for bigs,
Yes.
especially males, as you mentioned. For those watching the podcast, we could be marketers for a
Okay.
moment. Who's your ideal target profile, right? Who are you looking for to fill those
A
shoes?
male, I would say a male, like maybe like 30 to 60 years old.
Okay.
Because we need men. I have to say, because we match obviously men with boys and women with girls, and then on instances, especially if a household needs like a female influence, we'll do women with boys, but never men with girls.
Sure.
So, and we're always short on men. That's for sure. Someone that's, outgoing, wants to be a mentor, wants to be, maybe a little fatherly at times.
Okay.
And not afraid. I mean, we have some people, I met at one of our events a few months ago, this one gentleman, he must be well into his 30s, and he was visiting from Arizona. And he was visiting his mentor, and they still keep in touch. And then I just meet people, and they're like, "Thank you so much. I was a big," or "Thank you, I was a little." And so many of them, it's amazing how they keep in touch with their mentors and their mentees.
I know you said a minimum of 4 hours. Do
Yeah.
you have any idea of how much time on average they're spending together every month?
I would say probably closer to, like, I would say 8 hours.
Okay.
And it really depends. And like, we have 2 locations. So we also have 1 day on the weekend and 1 day during the week at each of our locations, so that they can come to our centers and actually do things in case they don't have the money for it. We've had pizza making experience, painting. We have games there. There's foosball. There's a lot for them too. There's a video game section, which is very popular, of course. And we try and make it easy for the bigs. And then, like I said, we do the fundraising so that we can give them, options so that they can spend a little extra money and go on something adventurous and do something fun.
Nice. What opportunities are available for corporations to get involved?
Oh, we're always looking for sponsors.
Okay.
We're looking for sponsors for the walk. We're looking for sponsors for our upcoming Holiday for Kids' Sake. I'm also we have a golf event coming up it's not until the spring, but if you're an avid golfer or you know of an avid golfer, we're always looking for that. We want people to be involved year round. And then on top of that, one of my main functions is to organize clothing drives.
Okay.
And also get companies to put clothing bins in their
So that's
parking
another way
lots.
to participate.
Exactly, because all that money, we have our Islandia location also doubles as a donation center. So we have a huge donation center. Our trucks go pick them up. You'll see our trucks all over the place, right? So they pick up from households, they pick up from clothing bins, they pick up from clothing drives. They grab all of those clothes, they separate it. Weigh it, and then it goes to Savers, and Savers pays us for that money, and then that money goes back into our programming. That's how we really, work
So
our
I
program
always wondered
department.
how Savers participated in.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, even if you're dropping off at Savers, we do get a proceed to that. So thank you very much for participating in Savers for those of you that are involved. But we're always right on our website. You could sign up and say, hey, I want to pick up tomorrow, and we'll come and pick up the bags as long as they're labeled on your front porch. We come pick them up, and we try and make it easy for everybody so that our program works.
That is cool.
Thank you.
This is a good feel-good episode.
I'm glad. Very good.
Let everyone know how they could get in touch.
Okay. You could get in touch on our website, which is Big Brothers Big Sisters Long Island, bbbsli.org. And you can sign up there. You could sign up for clothing drives. You could sign up to donate your time. You can sign up to sponsor an event. And if you need anything else, please feel free to email me. I'm L. Mitnick, M as in Mary, I-T, N as in Nancy, I-C-K, at bbbsli.org.
Lisa, this was amazing.
Thank you so much,
Thanks for
Elliot.
coming
Oh,
on.
my
This is
pleasure.
awesome.
It was great.